card. A friend in Florida every few months will send a gift card for Starbucks, and this is someone I knew when I lived in Gainesville. So there's my chai latte, a hot one, and I got 2 scoops of cherry. They keep advertising the iced latte, and with cherry, like iced cherry chai, and I haven't been able to get the iced one for some reason. I'll wait for this guy to go through, even though it looks really good. So maybe I'll try it when it's warmer out. My chance would have been Saturday, but the gift card didn't come till Saturday night. Saturday was super hot. It was like 80 degrees. Yesterday was pretty mild, but anyway, on top of that, some sort of promo came up. Order 2 days in a row, get extra 25 stars. So today's my first day, and then tomorrow will be the next day. I probably won't do 3 because there's only so much money on the card. You could do order 3 days in a row and get more stars, but the gift card will only cover 2 more drinks. So today is 1, and then there's the next one. So, and what I like to do is is a sticker on there? You rock. I actually worked at a Starbucks out of desperation to hurry up and earn money when in Gainesville, Florida for 2.5 years, and I only worked there for about 8 months. That's enough to kill a person. So, but it had to be done. You know, I needed to have money coming in because you have to drive a car to get around, and I was using my mom's car, and no one in our family had money. So anyway, while I was working there, someone had as their name on their app, You Rock. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a great idea, because everyone's in better spirits because the tag comes out and it says You Rock, and it's a message for the barista or the cashier, whoever's working. That's good. So so I put that on there to hopefully make people's day who have to show up to a sucky job, you know. No one loves working. No offense to, I mean, there are people, if they're in a higher position, they earn more money, maybe they're okay with it, but you know, I'll say real folks, you know. I'm just saying, you only earn so much money, and there's a lot of customer contact, and you know, there's a lot of food, there's a lot of different personalities to work with on the job. Everybody wants to be the boss, you know. And especially if you're older and you've worked in capacities that are technically, you know, much different, and dare I say higher up in the world. I don't love to say that because the world has shifted in such a way where it's like, who's working where, and how do you earn enough money to pay for rent, you know, or mortgage or whatever. And some people work in communities that are semi-fake, and they get to look important. Maybe they look like a doctor, you know, and their community is really small and fake-ish, and people get by on all kinds of stuff. I'm just gonna say, this is the Wasserman Horowitz Memorial, and I believe in the tenets that are displayed here. My issue is, my landlord's name was Wasserman, and this is when I lived at 66 South 19th Street, where I was made to believe I'd be murdered, apartment 1F. Anyway, really quick, fire alarm going off in that building over there. There are lights, like in the Strayer University next to Friends Select School. So I don't know if you can see it, but we'll go over. The bright lights are shining all over. It's sort of like Chinatown's lights, where you have these sparkly lights all over the place. But they're randomly going off all over the building, the white alarm lights. I don't hear the alarm as much, but we'll go over because it's a neat building with lights. But anyway, my situation was like a horror film. So to see my landlord's name and the word Horowitz, or the name Horowitz Wasserman, so I don't know if walk across it really quick. I'm kind of doing a big walk across a big street. There's all kinds of white lights going off in random windows throughout this building. Although down in the lobby, you can kind of tell, it looks like I noticed a few other names as gift givers to that memorial are Smuggler, which happens to be the accountant for Pearl Properties, that name, and also Faith was in there. Dalk Faith, which looks like Dale, CK and Faith. I don't know if we can. I have to go over here. There's the terrace on 18th on the Embassy Suites I talked about in an earlier video, the round building. So you can see the lights blinking there. And those lights are blinking throughout the building. So to look at it from across the street, you see these sparkly lights. You know, have you ever had weird experiences? Like, say someone approaches you and they're super friendly and you're like, thank God there's a nice person for once. And it's like you see light around them, and it's not like a shimmering light, it's really like sparkly lights. Just like on Facebook, where they have people put on those sparkling lights on their posts. And you're like, is this person an angel? You know? I saw that in a cartoon, but that's what I thought of with this building here, which houses, I believe, Strayer University. Love Park is across the way beyond this cafe. There's a cafe there. They too do a good job. It's your typical European style. You know, most cafes have a similar recipe, and Starbucks has so much business probably because they have different recipes and and they have different flavor. You know, things taste differently, but right. Still going off the sparklies. Okay. And that's the Parkway? Is it actually called the Parkway? So there's so many things called the Parkway because of Ben Franklin Parkway. The Parkway House, which is next to Whole Foods up on 22nd and Pennsylvania / Hamilton. Hamilton, you know, runs from like, say, 18th or 19th to 22nd, and then at 22nd Street, it turns into Pennsylvania Avenue. Should I go across really quick? I'll wait. It's a little too close. I don't want to mess up. And I love chai. It's a little bit lighter than you know, look at more cars. Yeah. Finally drinking it. The wind was, I was going to the portal, that's right. Should we backtrack? Do the convention center and backtrack? We'll go here on Cherry Street. In fact, I put cherry in the chai. I asked for 2 scoops of cherry. It's like a powder, apparently, in this particular case. They have powders, pumps, and sauces. So if you get a mocha, that's a sauce. If you get a peppermint mocha, you have a syrup or a pump and a sauce. I guess pumps would be a way to describe. So it's syrups, powder, and sauces.